Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Sooners will kick this away to get us going here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And they'll use the ground game here. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart into position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
That completion makes it second and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
They're going to run it here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Here comes the point after attempt. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here's the return from inside the 5. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Get some space around the 30. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Time for one more play here in the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Alabama 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he dumps it off to the tight end and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise, and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. The shotgun running play call. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here comes a handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Tight end makes the grab. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
To the wideout. He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. Second down.
The completion makes it second and short. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He eludes and the senior making a disruptive impact play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off. It's a design run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Big gain across midfield. Will spot it down near the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Eludes the rush. Looking to scramble now. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
He's swarmed by the defense. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense facing second and goal. And the back now goes in motion. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. The pocket breaking down. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner uses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They'll test the right side here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, you got to go for it here, right? They're all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't settle for 3 points. Touchdown's going to win this game today.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Direct snap to the back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
Now the try for 2. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop for the defense. It's still a 5-point margin. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Short connection to the tight end here.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Fielding the punt. Looking to improve field position here. And they've got the returner corralled. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? Third down, out of the shotgun. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 17, Alabama 12.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? He's tackled inside the 35. He picks up a first down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that is no good. And that miss keeps it a 5-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Third Now the handoff. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made after a big gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It leads to second down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They'll work the clock here with their running game. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Good enough for first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled, but first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the single back. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Marked down at the 25-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this